A brain stroke doesn't knock. It ambushes, fast, silent, and devastating. In a split second, it begins a ruthless assault deep inside your brain, destroying millions of cells, one heartbeat at a time. Every 45 seconds, someone's life is torn apart by a stroke. Some survive, but many are left unable to speak, move, or even recognize the people they love. What unfolds inside your brain during a stroke is more horrifying and more urgent than most people ever imagine. In this video, we're going to take you inside the storm. We'll reveal how a stroke hijacks your brain, the warning signs your body desperately tries to send, and the exact moment when seconds become the line between life, recovery, or irreversible loss. Don't ignore the silence. This is how a stroke really strikes. Let's begin. Before another second slips away. What is a brain stroke? The main attack strategies. A stroke, also known as a cerebrovascular accident, occurs when the vital blood supply to a part of your brain is suddenly interrupted or drastically reduced. Deprived of oxygen and essential nutrients, brain cells begin to die within mere minutes. Stroke employs three primary attack strategies. 1. Ischemic stroke, choking off the brain's lifeline. This is the most common form of attack, accounting for about 87% of all strokes. The brain is essentially starved when a blood vessel supplying it becomes blocked by a blood clot. Scenario 1. The inside job. Atherosclerosis. Like silent saboteurs, fatty deposits, plaque, gradually accumulate inside your arteries, narrowing and hardening them. If these plaques rupture, platelets rush to the scene, forming a clot that can completely obstruct blood flow. A major community concern. How can we proactively defend against atherosclerosis, this internal enemy that seems to be the root of so many heart and brain issues? The answer lies in embracing a scientifically backed healthy lifestyle. A balanced diet, low in harmful fats, regular physical activity, steering clear of tobacco, and meticulously managing blood pressure, blood sugar, and cholesterol levels. Scenario 2. The stealth operative. From afar, embolic stroke. A blood clot forms elsewhere in the body, often in the heart, due to conditions like atrial fibrillation, or in larger arteries, like the carotid arteries, then breaks free, travels through the bloodstream, and lodges in a smaller brain artery, abruptly cutting off circulation. Many are asking, which heart conditions act as the most dangerous launching pads for these traveling blood clots? Critical to note, atrial fibrillation is a prime culprit. Additionally, heart valve disorders, heart failure, or the period following a heart attack significantly elevate this risk. Vigilant management of underlying heart conditions is a crucial shield. 2. Hemorrhagic stroke, the destructive blow. From within. This type of stroke occurs when a blood vessel within the brain ruptures. Blood, normally a life giver, spills into the surrounding brain tissue, exerting pressure and directly destroying brain cells. An insightful question from our readers. Why is uncontrolled high blood pressure such a key accomplice in this type of hemorrhagic attack? What's the specific mechanism? Explanation. Persistently high blood pressure is like subjecting an old pipe to constant excessive force. It weakens the blood vessel walls, making them prone to bulge, aneurysm, and eventually burst. Other factors include the improper use of blood thinners, brain aneurysms, or blood clotting disorders, all increasing the risk of this internal dam break. 3. Transient ischemic attack, TIA, the dangerous warning shot. Often dubbed a mini-stroke or a warning attack, a TIA involves a temporary disruption of blood flow to the brain. The attack symptoms are identical to a full stroke: facial droop, arm weakness, speech difficulty, but typically last only a few minutes to less than 24 hours before resolving completely. Never underestimate this warning. Even though symptoms disappear, a TIA is an extremely serious red alert signaling a high probability of a major stroke in the near future. Approximately 10 to 15% of people who experience a TIA will suffer a full-blown stroke within 3 months. Therefore, a TIA is a medical emergency and must be treated with utmost urgency. A sobering share from someone who's been there. My father had TIA symptoms, slurred speech and slight arm weakness, but they vanished quickly, so our family became complacent. A month later, he had a massive stroke. Please, no one should ever dismiss these warning shots. The life or death race against time. Every second is brain. When a stroke attacks, a desperate race against time begins. With each passing minute, millions of precious brain cells are destroyed. The longer the delay in treatment, the more widespread the brain damage, leading to catastrophic impacts on movement, thought, balance, speech, vision, and potentially life itself. Swiftly recognizing the signs and getting the person to a medical facility equipped for stroke intervention is the absolute golden key. Recognizing the attacker, the BE-FACE-T golden rule. Arm yourself with the BE-FACE-T acronym to recognize the attacker. It could save a life. B. Balance. Sudden dizziness, loss of balance, or unexplained trouble walking. E. Eyes. Sudden blurred or lost vision in one or both eyes, or double vision. F. Face. Facial drooping on one side and uneven smile. Ask the person to smile. A. Arms. Weakness or numbness in one arm or leg, especially on one side of the body. Ask the person to raise both arms. One arm may drift downward or be unable to lift. S. Speech. Slurred speech, difficulty speaking, inability to form coherent sentences, or trouble understanding others. Ask the person to repeat a simple sentence. T. Time is brain. If you observe any of these signs, call 911 or your local emergency number immediately. Do not delay. An impactful community insight. Remembering and quickly applying FAST saved my loved one's life. We made it to the hospital within the golden window, significantly minimizing the long-term effects. Everyone should commit these signs to memory. Emergency action. Race to medical help. When you suspect someone is under a stroke attack, the #1 priority is to get them to the nearest stroke-specialized medical center immediately. Every single moment is critical. Building your defense line against stroke. A common question from our community is, how can we prevent a stroke attack? The empowering news is that up to 80% of stroke attacks can be prevented if we proactively build a strong defense line by managing risk factors. Keep blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar within healthy, doctor-recommended ranges. Maintain a healthy body weight. Adopt a brain-friendly diet, rich in vegetables, fruits, and whole grains. Significantly reduce salt, sugar, and unhealthy trans and saturated fats. Engage in regular physical activity. Quit smoking and strictly limit alcohol consumption. Schedule regular health checkups to detect and neutralize potential risks early. Life after the attack. Challenges and the fierce will to reclaim life. Many express concern about the journey after a stroke attack. It is indeed a long and arduous path, demanding immense willpower from the survivor, unwavering support from family, and dedicated professional rehabilitation. Therapies including physical, occupational, speech, and psychological support are vital tools to help survivors maximize their independence and reclaim their quality of life. Understanding how a stroke strikes. Recognizing the warning signs. Acting without hesitation. These aren't just facts, they're life-saving reflexes. Don't just scroll past. Be someone's reason they got help in time. Share this video with your family, your friends. Even one post could save a life. Want to go deeper in protecting your brain and body? Subscribe now for expert-backed health insights that empower you to take control before emergencies strike. If stroke has touched your life, Know this: you are not alone. There are powerful communities ready to support you, one step, one story, one recovery at a time. Your brain is your greatest asset. Guard it fiercely. Learn, act, share. Because when it comes to stroke, every second is a chance to save everything.